Hey friends, and welcome back. Um, so I'm gonna be doing some more hacking on stuff. Um, and I'm really excited. Yeah, more Spark stuff. Got some feedback from CloudFan on Spark 47672, um, which is the avoid double eval for filter pushdown with projection pushdown. So take a look at that. I don't 100% understand his comment, so we're going to read through it together and we're going to try and figure out what exactly it is that he's asking. And it's going to be great. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and start getting ready. So I'm going to need to go switch my KVM over to the right computer here. Get that up. Let's get some tunes going, royalty free though, so we don't get locked off of you know, Twitch. Um, yeah. I like this one from last time. Maybe we'll do it again. Um, yeah, yeah. I like these vibes. And so yeah. Okay. I want to get my treadmill going. Oh, there we go. And then okay, cool. So let's get our terminal up here. There we go. So, like I was saying, sort of the thing, or well, one of the things is I we've got this PR that's been working on for a while, but CloudFan's got some points, some suggestions um, as to how we could do it better, and let's figure it out though, because I am yeah, not 100% sure about the suggestion. So the new implementation looks overly complicated. I think we only need to split the predicates and push down the part that won't trigger double eval. That makes sense. Is that not what we're doing right now? Quite possible. Oh yay! In Alesh, stoked you're here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, cool. Also, let's make sure we've got the right. Which branch am I on? Okay, we got so from yesterday, we're still poking around on the union determinism stuff. Um, we're gonna get back to this one, which is oh God, here. Okay. 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 Fantastic. Let's do a good pull just to make sure. Nothing new. Okay. Scroll through comments. Okay, cool. We never add. Okay. Interesting. So we never add such annotations to Catalyst plans expressions. They're internal. We guarantee no binary compatibility. Okay, cool. So that's fine. Then that simplifies our code a little bit. So now we're gonna go, okay, let's say expressions slash expression, and then developer API. Yeah. Mark. Oh wait, that's great. Give a thumbs up. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Have expensive child. Cool. That's great suggestion there too. Makes sense. Thumbs up. We'll do that. Okay, yeah, complex type creator. Complex type creator.scala, and it's line 653. Don't know why we have a new line there. Let's get rid of that. Now, same thing over in JSON expressions. Let's go ahead and resolve this. Nope. Good catch. Okay, so here is. Okay, so I'm gonna make a first commit of like the small quick bits of code review feedback. Okay. And then let's go over here. Oh, bunch of stuff to recompile because we switch branches, but like, okay. And then this is the part that it's like, cool. Maybe my brain not braining 100%, so we want to try and like understand it better. So the new implementation looks overly complicated. I think we only need to split the predicates and push down the part that won't trigger double eval. I mean, I agree with that. I'm just not 100% sure. Okay, and so, ooh, okay. Scala style fix. What's the Scala style? Oh, I'm pretty sure that this is just So we haven't changed any of those things. So I'm pretty sure we just need to do a clean compile because we switched branches. That'll fix it. Happens. SBT's caching mechanism is not 100%. It's joys of life. Okay. So here we go. Oh, okay. So what he's saying is essentially don't push the projection. Okay. So get pushed down. So if we have nothing to push down. Yeah, okay. Then, because what we do right now, okay, and the old code, okay. So, okay. So what he's saying is essentially we don't need to move the projection down. So what we're going to do is we're just going to resolve the aliases anyways. Does that make sense? Okay, what the previous logic did was we replaced the aliases. Yeah, okay. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. Good call. I think that is simpler. If we avoid moving the projection down. Okay, so what do we do right now? So, okay, let's get this working. Ah, fantastic. Okay, regex p expression, fantastic. And then I think it has expensive children. No. Okay, what was the did? Okay. Has expensive child. That is what we. That is defined inside of. Okay. Can't be private anymore. Or protected? Oh yay! Safe travels, Taniwa. Sorry, I wasn't at KubeCon. I did not have a corporate gig this year to pay for my travel to KubeCon, but next year I will probably be at KubeCon again. Could be a party. Yeah. Well, we'll catch up next time. It'll be great. I have, yeah. I'm glad conferences are back. Uh, I think I didn't realize how much that was like some of my in-person community until they went away during the pandemic. Woof. Yeah. Anyways, business. Okay, cool. We are making progress. Okay, so we're gonna get this done first, and then we'll do this. That isn't quite right. So, for example, like this doesn't check that the feature is enabled, and okay. So if we're pushing everything, and then this is the alternate case, yeah. Yeah, so that is much simpler than our current logic. Okay, cool, fantastic. It, on their input, on their input, but also can be expensive on their own. Cool. It's fantastic. And then, so what are we doing over here? So this is, so that does simplify the code a fair amount. So now we're going to go back to our optimizer. Filter outward around 2079. Okay. So replace aliases while tracking. What? Oh, this is. If nothing changes, then our alias is cheap. Okay, gotcha. Okay, brain is coming back to me. So, this is an expensive replacement. Okay, so does this actually This is an expensive alias. So we do not want to push it. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So he's saying essentially if we just call replace alias, and the question is, okay. So, no. Yeah. I think we can simplify it a little bit, but we don't want to just call expensive on the replace alias on the result of replacing the alias, because if the filter has an expensive condition, but the condition is not an alias from the projection, we still want to push. So if we do that, and so each of these gives us predicate, which we can then push. But like, yeah, let's give it. And so this is actually inverse. Push down, stay up. Stay up. Huh. Interesting. Yep. Damn it. This is multi-line, right? No, this is multiple lines. Am I crazy? Oh. Something weird is happening. Okay, whatever. Okay. Case. No. Nothing to push. Push down. And so we just leave that. This, no. Then on push filter cond. And then this goes, it becomes stay up filter cond, and this becomes push filter cond. Okay. So what the saying is don't push the filter, or don't push the project through. Does this seem reasonable? Okay. Does this make sense? Stay up filter cond. Okay, that looks reasonable to me. What was all the code we just deleted though? Because like, presumably I wrote that for a reason. And I think that reason is we move the projection down. Okay, so what we were doing before, the filter alias is empty. We don't need to move projections with the filters. We can just move the filter, either because it did not use projections, or they're all cheap. And essentially, we're just saying now, we're always going to just then otherwise, if we're pushing something through the projection, we may need to introduce a new projection, which would actually elements used in the filter. So not perfect. not perfect. Um, Well, I don't know though. Okay, so the statement here is and essentially by pushing the filter out. Yeah, okay. Yes. I hear that. I do. No, no, I disagree. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Actually, yeah. We still would probably want to push a projection through in the case, yeah, where we have pushed a filter flush, where we have an expensive where we have an expensive where we have an expensive filter condition, because we could potentially eliminate some additional projections being computed. Filter condition where we have a filter condition referencing an expensive alias before computing the rest of the aliases. E.g. filter, e.g. filter expensive regex, expensive regex ref1 project, expensive regex ref1, regex ref2. We want to get project expensive regex ref2 filter regex ref1 over project okay. Cool. Although we do have an idea as to like a bit more understanding. Okay, cool. git commit dash jam, simplify the push down logic, simplify the push down logic, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to revert that because I don't actually think we want this. And like, yes, I will admit this is complicated, but like, it actually does save a non-trivial amount of time potentially. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when we have expensive, yeah. We could reduce how often we introduce this, only doing it if there is an expensive element being computed. It does make the code complex, even more complex, but I think that saving the extra expensive evals is worth it. Is worth the occasional introduction of a new projection node. Cool. And so we're actually going to go ahead and, to an extent, do the opposite of what was requested here because I think, or well, left behind aliases. Okay. So, go back to 2113. So, if there are no left behind aliases, then we've used all of the aliases in our filter. We don't need to introduce any more projections since we already have the minimal projection for our expensive condition. But we might be able to move the cheap conditions. So Okay. This makes some amount of sense, but essentially what we want to do is conceivably maybe only care about... so we're going to go ahead and we're going to move left behind aliases. Okay. Left behind aliases. Okay, and then down here, expensive left behind aliases is going to become filter. Yeah. Fucking. Ugh. Yeah. Okay. That seems semi-reasonable. So then, if left behind alias is empty, we do this. If all of the left behind aliases are cheap, okay. Expensive left behind aliases. If oh, right, okay, that's not my meta. If there are no expensive left behind aliases, then introducing a new projection is not worth the overhead. So essentially, if all of our aliases are inexpensive, if all of our remaining aliases are inexpensive, then we're pushing something through the projection, we may introduce if we're pushing something through okay, filter aliases. We only add filter aliases. To give us the expensive filter aliases. If the filter does not reference any expensive aliases, we just push the filter while resolving the non-expensive aliases. Okay, cool. This makes sense to me. Otherwise, if left behind aliases is empty, there's no left behind aliases. So every alias is used in the filter. So it doesn't, if every alias is used in the filter, it doesn't make sense to push the filter past. Is that right? If every alias is used in the filter, well, it might actually still make sense counterintuitively. Let's talk through. If every filter is used in the alias, so I think actually probably want to move this down below. Okay. If there are no expensive aliases left behind, then introducing a new projection is not worth the overhead. Just push the filter. If there are no left, okay. So that will never be true though. So we would never evaluate this code path because if left behind aliases is empty, then okay, let's think about this. Does this make sense? Okay, so essentially what I'm thinking about here is I think. I think this makes sense, right? Might not be worth the overhead. Yeah, I think that makes sense, right? Essentially, we're saying, hey, if we have no expensive left behind aliases, are like saving, feeding data through here isn't worth the cost of adding a new projection. Fine. On the other hand, so if we reference every alias, and we do have cheap conditions, then yes, we should 100% push them through. Right? If... okay. Is this true? So what do we do here? So if... Oh, good afternoon, ZBR. So if we have this expensive filter cond, then we essentially are saying like, hey, we're going to do this cheap filter for... And we leave the expensive filter condition above the projection, but we move the inexpensive part down below. I think that logic makes sense to me. It is complex though, so like, could we simplify this? Okay. So we could get like relatively easily, right? Like we can get a list of cheap and inexpensive. Not like that, but we can. And if we've got things that reference expensive, so if we have things that reference expensive filter conditions, and we leave them up above, otherwise we push them down below. And the tricky situations are the two that I described here. Or essentially, this is the tricky situation. If we have filter expensive regex ref 1, project expensive regex ref 1, ref 2, we can't move filter expensive regex ref 1 below project filter expensive regex ref 1, ref 2, but we could split the projection and then we could move the filter in the middle. Okay, I'm convinced. Now, on the other hand, I do have to convince another person of this, but I'm convinced. So that's a good start. Someone didn't like our stream already. Very sad. Remember to like and subscribe, friends. Remember to like and subscribe, as we said. Okay, this makes moderate sense to me. I think it's semi-reasonable. Let's go see if it compiles. And that's a no. Yeah. Okay, filter, right, so let's define filter aliases reference, filter aliases, uh, okay. If we're pushing something through the projection, which may, so we only want to do this. Okay. If we're here, then we have an expensive alias, and we have a filter with an expensive alias, along with some left behind aliases, which are also expensive to compute. In this case, you will want to add a new projection, which computes the expensive aliases needed for the filter. Then filter, and then the final top level projection. With the remaining aliases. I think that makes more sense. Okay, so this is 100% a little bit complex, but I think I admit, like, it is complex, but I think it's worth it given how complex filter expressions can be, and that the ordering of the evaluation can have like a really big impact in runtimes, and pushing the wrong things down can be bad. So let's do a filter push down suite test. And then after this, what are we doing? Okay, yeah, after this, we're gonna go do code reviews. And we'll do that until my wife gets home from work. I'm excited to see her. And it's Friday. I would like to do things that are not work. Although actually, maybe we just leave it as is, or like maybe we just start doing code reviews while we wait for the CR to run. Yeah. Okay. Cool, works, fantastic. Wait, what's this ignored one? Okay, that's fine. How am I doing? Okay. Okay, good. Had a new case where we don't have any aliases left behind, and always resolve and push. Then verify the filter aliases to be expensive filter alias list. Cool. Okay. So the other ones are, I would say, resolved. Like this is resolved. This is resolved. This is resolved. This is resolved. But everything else remains open and ongoing. Really, it's that one point here in this PR about like what we should do. All right, we're gonna resolve this because we've done that too, and so this is the ongoing discussion here. I guess it's split across two places, right? And it's I think this makes sense to me, right? Like pushing, introducing this new projection makes sense to me, but I could 100% be wrong, right? Like I am open to that possibility, but I think it's worth it. But we do also have a simplified version of the code which we can go back to if Cloudfan disagrees. Okay, cool. Now we've got a bunch of PRs from earlier that we're gonna go dig through. Okay, this one I was poking at yesterday at the Spark meetup down at the Databricks office. And yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, what's wrong with pushing J greater than 5 in this case? Let's go find it. Since could be non-deterministic union of non-deterministic deterministic fields. I don't think we can push. Right. Okay, add single comment. So now, okay, I have a friend who just messaged me and said that they're getting an error about not being able to create a pull request. So let's go find that. And see. Ah, fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, forward. Okay, and then I also got email from CPR. Thank you for the email to remind me. And so we are going to send that on to my O'Reilly editor. I'll do that out of frame, so just give me a second, because I don't think she would love it if I shared her email. It's great. Here's another. Um, here's another possible tech reviewer. Great on. Cool. Cool. Forwarded that email, Zabiar. So we will see. Okay. Then up next. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Slightly confused about this one. Okay. So let's go and take a look. Okay. I don't. Hmm. Interesting. Um. Hmm. Okay. This is weird. Well, let me go see if I can just add this person as a collaborator. Okay. Nope. I definitely don't have any particular permissions here. Hmm. Okay. Um. Uh. Okay. Um. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. That's weird. I think that would happen. Hmm. 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 I'm gonna go check the Spark contributing guide, just to see if there's like something that I need to tell my friend to do. Because I can make PRs, but that's, you know, contributing PR maintenance. Yeah, we don't have. Okay. Any particular. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. I mean, he shouldn't need it. Losing this one. I mean, this is just like creating the initial PR, so this shouldn't be needed. Maybe I'm just. Maybe I'm off. Hmm. Yeah, maybe. Okay, it could be the archive tag. No. Um. Okay. Sometimes other changes will be merged, which conflict with your. No, this should be fine. Hmm. Like this. Do do do. Right, like second last line in the review process. Yeah, this shouldn't matter for making a PR. I mean, definitely need to do that later. Um, let's go take a look. GitHub status. I'm not seeing any weird shit, right? No, everything's green in GitHub status land. Yeah. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Not good. Okay. That's weird. Hmm. Yeah, this is weird. I, it should be working, but yeah. Um, Cool. Well, that's another thing for us to investigate. And if we can fix that, that'll be good. Cool. Oh yeah, I can definitely push branches directly, but like yeah. Weirdness. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is something that looked cool to me. I introduced new SQL config, geospatial enabled, default is false. This probably needs an SPIP, is my thought. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. Uh, hmm. Okay, so this adds a geospatial flag. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Lazy val means it couldn't I think lazy val means it might not be changeable once we're running. If okay, so why are we adding this? Okay. Okay. Gotcha. So wait, are these new features? I guess this is my question. If we go take a look at Spark 4, yeah, wait, these don't. Um, these are final vowels. I don't think lazy makes sense here. These are final vowels that are hard coded. I don't think lazy makes sense here. Okay, and then assert geospatial enabled. Okay, so my question is essentially going to be like, yo dog, what's up? Okay, get branch minus a branch dash 4.0. Okay, cool. So that's fine, right? Like my important check here is to make sure that we didn't like enable it and then try and take it back afterwards. Oh, wait, except I can't spell. And so that geo. Alright. And then let's go check out branch 4.0. I don't love that anymore, given that we have a geometry type in branch 4.0. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm tentatively minus 1 on minus 0.9 on this. It looks like we're walking back a released API. Oh, okay. That's an experimental API. Okay. I'm minus 0 on this. It walks back a release, but experimental API, which I don't love. Which I don't love, but I could be convinced. Minus 0. So this walks back a release, but experimental API, which I don't love. Walks back a release, but experimental API, which I don't love. And puts it behind a feature flag. Not. Let's go see if there's like a better explanation for what's going on with this, right? What's the deal here? Why do we want to add this guard? This doesn't vibe to me, especially right now. Oh, cool. Love that. Jira's having a day. Yeah, okay. So I don't like this. I don't like this. I guess is the short version of it. Because we already released it as an experimental API. If it's already experimental, then why does it need a flag? Yeah, so I don't love this change. Just personally, I don't get it. Cool. Not -1. Just like I don't like it. I'm not gonna block it if they have a good explanation. But like, yeah. Okay. Cool. Fix doc tests. Oh, that sounds good. I like fixing tests. Doc changes. Okay, it's been approved and merged to master since we had the chance to look at this, since I had the chance to like bring up all these PRs. Cool. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Ooh, this sounds fun. Huh. I like sketches. Yeah, and I like bounding. Wait, okay, so this said still work in progress as of last week. Okay, cool. Sounds great. Do I want to dig into this though? I think having these sketches is probably useful because it's useful to have like a lot of approximations. So then, yeah. This gets rid of a bunch of existing functions. That's... Oh no, it just reorders them. Huh. These are not string functions. These are, why are the... Uh, okay, this seems like an unrelated change, and honestly, this makes me worry that it's AI generated, and without sufficient oversight. I don't love this. Let's go take a look and see what they said about if they used AI generation. Yep. For testing, mainly. Okay, yeehaw. I'm suspicious. Yeah. Why were these moved? Why were these moved? What's this part? AI generated? Why were these moved? Makes it difficult. It's good. No. Yeah. And it just like doesn't make sense for them to be down here. Maybe it does. I don't know. Like, but all the KLL ones are, and then so this. I don't know. Maybe this is legitimate, and I'm just. Beta union ag. And then down here, we've got tuple union theta. Tuple union theta. And up here, we've got tuple. I'm confused. Little sketch. Tuple union. I mean I do use VS Code, not for Spark, but I do use I like GPT-5. It's not bad. Claude is pretty rocking. But for Spark, the code base is pretty large, and the things we want to make are like often like super precise, right? Like you saw my like back and forth about like how we want to structure this code, and like I feel like a lot of times the AI coding stuff is like more of a sledgehammer, which is fine, but it's not great. Okay. Tuple union. Tuple. Yeah, this is just kind of a weird change that makes figuring out what they did kind of annoying. And then here is a new file. The other thing that I'm curious about, so we go look in these error conditions.json. Let's go take a look. Coming from, okay. Me too. Okay. Tuple invalid sketch. Buffer? Wow, let's go see this. Okay, yeah. Interesting. So, yeah. Where is constructor? So your okay. Function. Hmm. Okay. Cool. That's so essentially I just wanted to make sure that the default didn't require providing a buffer to it, because that would be kind of annoying. So by default, if you just call this, it goes with 0 and 0 for okay. Okay, tuple sketch. Cool. Math. Um, hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Do this. Do they implement with CodeGen? I wonder if they do. This seems like something that you could do with CodeGen pretty easily. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, this seems like something you might want to come back and look at. CodeGen. Um, okay, this is annoying and big, and I don't really feel like reviewing it. This looks interesting. Looks interesting. Quick comment on. Let's go with on the move of a thing, which made the review tricky. Broad question. CodeGen. Why not? Broad question, why not CodeGen? Why not CodeGen? I'll leave the rest of the review to folks. Why not CodeGen? Or is there a follow-up for CodeGen? I'll leave the cool. This is not the most useful review, but it is like something. And it's just like moving this is kind of annoying, and I don't really want to go and check each one individually. I'm lazy. And we should make people's lives easier when we can. Cool. It looks like everyone signed off on this between when we thought this was something worth reviewing and now. So, oof. Okay. Okay, so people signed off on it, but Dongjun has oh, this is a backporting thing. Okay. This is weird. I'm gonna leave that be. Backporting stuff is kind of a pain. Okay, also done. Presumably this was... Wait, this totally... Okay, cool. Cool. Fix the Jira title. Add support for client user context extensions. Add thread local user context extension. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's being covered anyways. Let's keep going. What else is still waiting on people? No, this one's already got reviews. This is what happens when you wait a few days. Why do we rename it? Okay, merge subqueries. Okay, Everyone's on the case. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. And it's backported too by Dongjun. This one's still mine. Going. This one. Okay. Let's see what the latest is. Okay, we have one failing test. Let's go ahead and fix it. Or at least rerun it. You're saying that it doesn't build? Oh no, run tests. Okay, and the test that fails is block TTL integration suite. Okay, that definitely seems related. Let's go ahead and check that. Oh, right, it's because the shutdown now raises an exception from inside of the thread. Okay, yeah, this... Okay, it's coming back to me. Cool. And then the other thing we're gonna do is okay. Mm-hmm. Let's go get that test. Spark dot. Oh, cool. I used to. I'm going to try and do that again, but I haven't found the rhythm yet. But that's a good question, CR. I will try and make a schedule. I've got this plan of doing a Monday to Friday morning live stream at 9, but it's hard. It's hard. Yeah, yeah. It, hmm. Um. Okay. Anyway, sorry, guys. Org Apache Spark, storage block. All right, I'm going to go and grab more coffee, which is going to take a second because I'm going to have to brew some more coffee, but I will be right back. So we're going to go to our be right back screen, and we'll do this on compilation. We'll do that. Be back, Professor. Back downstairs, bud. Okay, and we're back. Oh. Party. Okay, cool. And yeah, so this is the exception that we sort of expected to see, which is the sleep interrupted. And so we need to just like capture those exceptions and throw them out. Okay, TTL cleaner. Inside of map output tracker. Hmm. Hmm. And the exception we get is timed out, right? Actually, yes. Cool. And then the other place with runnable is going to be Block Manager Master Endpoint. And then we're going to go over here and that's actually correct. Fantastic. Okay. Now, what else are we going to want to do as part of this change? Just while we're here. Cool. And we fix the winter issue. I'm gonna come up. We have some long lines now from this. I don't know what Carolyn is. Map out for tracker line 792. That's reduce. Me. And then block manager master endpoint. Here 811 was also error moving shuffle. Yep. I wonder where Carolyn is. Okay, Scala format check out. We're good. Deal with the interruption, exception from shutdown now. Cool. Okay, let's keep going. to, okay, this one also looks, yep. Indeterminism fix, copy. Okay. Cool. Let's go take a look. Let's go jump over to Python. Oh, this is a party. Many people in this PR. That's weird. Don't normally see that. Hmm. Yeah. I don't know enough about the Spark declarative pipelines probably to review that change yet, but I kind of want to read them. So let's work on that. Oh, I do like this. This idea seems good. This idea also seems good. This one also seems good. Seems like it should be fine. I don't know what that is. Let's take a look. Why do we have a ML flow dependency? I thought the dependency graph went the other way around, but okay. Okay, and okay. Cool. Let's go review some more PRs. Yeah. Okay, we introduce a way for timestamp conversions to read time zone info directly instead of relying on the local machine. If the time was set, okay. Oof. I like this. This seems cool. Yeah. Um. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I keep almost falling because I keep getting distracted. Okay, let's go take a look in the code. Lots of reviewers, which is interesting. Some comment. I have to switch to a new experience. God damn it, I don't. Oh, this looks like fundamentally the same thing. Okay. That's inexpensive. Need to cache. And so here, this is defined inside of the timestamp type. That makes sense. I like that. But huh. So this is TZ info. Where is TZ info set? Where is TZ info set? TZ info is just none. It should get set somewhere. Right? My I kind of want to reply to this comment. Quote reply. Quote reply. Nah, fine. What the hell? Oh, except Jira's down right now. Okay. Stupid fucking GitHub bullshit. How can I not reply to? I can react, but I need to reply to a. Wait, what? Okay. So return and drop the time zone info. Wait, what? What? From internal. Oh, okay. So if there is a timestamp, do the conversion, and then drop the TZ info. Wait. Because I don't know why we're dropping the TZ info, and I don't know. Um, um, yeah, time zones. So the last person to touch it owns it, and it's always broken. Okay. Also, wait, I don't actually see the caching behavior yet. Where is this caching behavior? Um, um, yeah, wait, where's the caching? Wait, where's the caching? Did I just miss this completely? Like, I don't see the caching. And this says cache time zone info to avoid expensive timestamp conversion. Ah, fuck. Sorry. Okay, I guess the core change here is essentially this part where we replace. This is the TZ info, but it's always none, right? Where is this set from? Okay. So, where is this set from? I don't. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Time zones. Cool. Kill the worker if flush fails and daemon.py. Sure. Let's take a look. Defaults to false. Interesting. Okay. Um. So wait, why is this? Okay. The default to false here feels weird. The default to false here feels weird. That's really my comment. Is like this feels weird. I don't know. Oh god, the new GitHub. What? I hate this UI. I hope they make it. Or I hate the interface. The UI is not terrible. It's just like it seems really janky. I hope it gets less janky. Hmm. Um. Yeah, the default to false just feels weird. Otherwise, this seems like pretty reasonable. I guess I'd love to have a test, but I get that this is one of those things where it's really hard to have a test for. Wait, what's this? Kill worker on flush. Let's use daemon. Okay. Create Python worker. Hmm. Let's go find that. Because what's with this change? This is the Python runner. Yeah. All right. Let's go take a look. It's inside of Spark and .scala of all places. Which is truly interesting. This change seems unrelated, but it's also not bad. Yeah. Hmm. 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 But it looks like it doesn't work. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Cool. Well, we can circle back to this one later. This makes sense. Like, we should unify the logic, although it looks like it's already approved. Let me scroll down and double check. It's already signed off. I want to take a look. It's 100 lines. Maybe. Oh, my feet are getting sore from all this walking. Oh, actually, you know what? My feet are pretty tired. I know I said I was going to do this until Carolyn got home, but I am not 100% sure about that. Let me go see where she is. Oh, oh, she's on her way home. That's good, I think. Oh, wait, maybe not. I don't know. No, Apple Maps is just terrible. Um, No updates on her phone for 6 hours. I don't love that. Hey, Professor. Yeah, I don't know where Carolyn is. Okay, maybe it's time to stop walking on the treadmill. We keep doing code reviews, though. We're gonna switch to my handy dandy standing board. Balance board. Okay. So, let's go take a look. What did we do with time zone before? And admittedly, I will. Okay. So previously, we arrow table. So this is just moved up. So if it had 0 rows, we would just do this thing with this like dummy series. Otherwise, and that logic we've just moved into here. But wait, this was called before, wasn't it? Am I crazy? Oh no, I am definitely crazy. Okay. Create converter to pandas is what we called, with pretty similar parameters. Okay, yeah, this looks like a definite win. So the thing we want to check here is essentially that we do the smart thing with numRows equals 0. Okay. This generally looks fine. But okay. So I'm curious, is this just like a copy paste job, or did things actually change? Because I could see it going either way. Okay, let's go. Old core.py was 1033. Okay. Okay. This is the one that we actually care about. Like, this is the one that we expect to happen. Is this, like, still true, though? I wonder. Like, that seems like a thing that might have been fixed. Like, upstream? Oh, shit, it's a non-deterministic cycle. Fuck, okay, never mind. We'll leave the hack in then forever and ever, because, like, I don't want to deal with that. Okay, and this is different here. Else empty columns. Ah, so if there's no column, okay. So my question would be, does it make sense for us to move that logic over? And also, wait, so this is unifying it for Classic and Connect. You should see it deleted in two places, right? 5112 is in client core, and the other place where we would see it is we want it deleted somewhere else here. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, this looks incomplete. This seems like logic that could be unified as well between Classic and Connect. Cool. And this is the part where I'm just like, what the hell, GitHub? That's why is it? Oh, it's my parents. I am gonna be right back. Make sure everything's okay. we're back. Just some family stuff. But like, yeah, as I was saying, what the hell, GitHub? That's not where I wanted to leave this comment. Fucking garbage monkeys. That's not the GitHub. I hate you, piece of shit. I want to leave. Okay. Whatever. Sorry. Right, like, these are the lines that we would like to leave the comment on. It says it is on line. But that's not the line that I'm trying to add it to. I'm just trying to add it to line 1064. Useless garbage monkey. Okay. Well, I think I know that, yeah, yes. It's garbage. Keeps moving my comments up to lines I don't want to be commenting on. Such annoying stuff. Okay, so instead we'll go down here to the very bottom, line 1063. Okay. Could we not also unify the logic? There we go. Okay, fantastic. This seems useful. I like this. This seems reasonable. Yeah, don't skip doc tests. Cool. Okay, let's go take a look. This new view. No, give me things that work, not this new bullshit. That seems reasonable to me. Yeah. We should consolidate the okay. This is a serializer. Okay. Oh, the typing here, I don't love. Wait, where is data frames in group? Okay. Why does this need to be a special case? Okay, so if data frames in group equals 1, batches stream. What the fudge is going on with data frames in group? Okay. So, okay, this is weird. Yeah, this is weird. This code is weird. Sorry. This is weird to me. Data frames in group can be 0 or 1. Can be 0 or 1. Yeah. Okay, let's go take a look in serializers.py. Yeah. Okay. What is the serializer doing? Am I missing something? Arrow stream UDF serializer. Okay. Arrow stream UDF serializer, which. Whoa, wait, what branch am I on? Oh, it's the. Okay. That's why. Arrow stream. Okay. And the function that they're overriding is load stream. Yeah, wait, what is this? What's like what is this? I just and if it's 0, what do we do? What does it even mean to be 0? Let's say it's 0. If it's 0, if it's 0, then I really want to see. Let's go take a look at some tests. This is. Wait. We're saying. This is worker.py. No. Okay, user-defined aggregate. Get that. Yeah, I just don't get this block of code to me. Like, it doesn't make a huge amount of sense. Is there a comment that makes sense? Yield call iterators instead of concatenating batches. Each group yields a structure where indexing by column offset gives you an iterator of a raise. Yeah. This is not like the path we have here, is it? Maybe I'm just okay. Okay, this is a common path that we've got. Okay. Yeah, okay, maybe this is just how we do it. Okay. It's just confusing as hell to me. But that's fine. If this is just the pattern that we do, that's okay then. And so I guess the options are 1 or 0, which makes sense. Although, oh, that sounds like Carolyn's home. Okay. Most likely. Who there? Hey, okay, cool. Well, it is 5 o'clock on a Friday, and my wife just got home, so I am gonna go and do things that are like making coffee. Ooh, actually, I already made coffee. You want to say hi to the streamies?
Hi, streamies.
How was work?
It was good.
I think camera here, maybe here. This one? I don't know. Come on.
Oh, I have to be closer to you. Okay. Hi. Work was good. The guy I work with, who is normally in Texas, was in the office today.
Oh, nice.
So we got to hang out. I showed him pictures of Timbit. I showed him pictures of his lizard. Like his bearded dragon.
Did you hear the professor just now?
Yeah.
With his little harumph?
Am I not paying enough attention to you?
So I took him to the gym and he got in a little fight with Kai, but a very little one, because Kai tried to say hi while I was exercising.
I went under my arm and licked my face while I was doing a plank the other day.
You think the professor...
No, he was worshiping Gina.
Yeah, so Gina was not yet there. Gina showed up later, but then the professor got too into Gina. And Gina was like, I need some space.
It was so funny. He was just staring at her with like little hearts coming out of his eyes.
Yeah, he loves her. Okay. Well, bye streamies. It's been great. We'll catch up. I might stream this weekend working on the book, but I also might not and do